2,000 years ago, in the ancient city of Jerusalem, under the iron grip of Rome, there lived a carpenter's son, a teacher, a healer, a man whose words would outlast every empire that ever tried to silence them. This is the story of the last hours of Jesus of Nazareth, a story of betrayal, suffering, and a love so fierce it chose death over surrender. On the eve of Passover, Jesus gathered his 12 closest disciples in an upper room. He broke bread, he poured wine, and then he spoke.
"This is my body, given for you."
The room fell silent. The men exchanged uneasy glances. They did not yet understand what was unfolding. Then Jesus looked across the table.
"One of you will betray me."
Judas Iscariot rose quietly from the table and slipped into the night. In the Garden of Gethsemane, beneath ancient olive trees, Jesus knelt alone. His closest friends slept. The weight of what was coming pressed down on him like stone.
"Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Yet not my will, but yours be done."
Then came the torches, the clatter of swords, and out of the darkness stepped Judas, who greeted his master with a kiss. The soldiers seized Jesus. His disciples fled into the night. He was dragged before the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate, beaten, mocked, wrapped in a purple robe as soldiers spat in his face. Pilate asked him what king he claimed to be.
"My kingdom is not of this world."
Pilate found no fault in him, but the crowd had already chosen. They demanded the release of a criminal named Barabbas, and for Jesus, they demanded the cross. They pressed a crown of thorns into his skull. They laid a wooden cross upon his back, and through the narrow streets of Jerusalem, Jesus carried the instrument of his own death. At Golgotha, the place of the skull, iron nails were driven through his hands and feet. The cross was raised against the sky.
"Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do."
For 6 hours, he hung between heaven and earth. The sky turned black, the ground trembled, and then, with his final breath, he spoke.
"It is finished."
They took his body down and laid it in a tomb. A great stone was rolled across the entrance. The world fell silent. But this was not the end. It was the beginning. For in that death was a promise kept since the foundation of the world, a promise of love that no grave could hold, of forgiveness that no sin could outrun.